going to bring in now Walser Wealth Management President Rebecca Walser. And Rebecca, you know, what is it in your mind that, particularly when it comes to socialism and things like that, that attracts so smart people, right? These are the same people that run businesses. These are the same people that go into government. How could they vote for this guy, 6238? And there's got to be a message there, not just for Main Street, but for Wall Street.
Well, it's not the real man, right? So basically, businesses, CEOs at massive businesses can employ socialism. People that aren't entrepreneurs can employ socialism. It's when you see that the buck stops with them, Charles. When they physically write the check, then they're no longer actually for socialism. Socialism works in a college setting because it's the boogeyman, right? There's some third party out there that's magically going to cover these things. You don't have to worry about it. It's for the collective. It's for the greater good. It's not communism, but it's the step below communism, and it's this collective mentality that everybody is in it for the greater good. And the fact is that we know that human nature is self-actualizing in their own self-interest, and so that is why socialism will fail every time. You get corruption, you get bribery, you get all kinds of things with the people making the decisions for the collective.
But they keep making the decisions. I mean, this guy could be the next mayor of New York City.
I mean, I think that, you know, America is a quasi-socialist country with all of the programs that we have, and we are bankrupt, and we are, you know, really having problems continuing to finance $7 trillion of debt on a yearly basis.
You've talked about this for a long time. It's another reason for a long time you came on this show before it was popular, and you told everyone you got to have a big chunk of gold.
Yes.
It's made a big move, pulling back a little bit lately. Is it too late?
No, it's not too late, because you're going to see with the tariff policy implementation and all the things that are going on with the change from just the United States to really the world in the East, BRICS and all those things, what I call multipolarity, that gold is going to be a thing. And then we also have Basel III going into effect for a lot of the world on July. So that will also have an impact on gold reserves.
Talk about the broad market right now. I know you've been really concerned about the market, in part because of valuations, right? I'm going to bring up a valuation table here because this is both 5 and 10 years. How much these sectors are trading above it? Significantly above it for the most part. But here's the irony, right?
Yeah.
Energy is the one that looks cheapest, and that's the stock. Those stocks aren't really doing much. Tech is the one that's most overbought and is doing something. But you say this is sort of it's not sustainable.
It's not, I mean, you know, Charles, if you were to overlay this with the actual monetary theory of the Fed and how much stimulus they created since the global financial crisis in 2008, 2009, overlay that with these PE and all of these ratios, and you would see that it's the printing of the money that has made its way into the stock market, which means overall an overvaluation of stocks.
Right, but if they keep printing.
But that's the issue. At some point, there's a reckoning. And I know people think, oh, it's 20 years off, it's 10 years off.
Right.
But let's look at what's happened with bond yields recently and see how far off is it really?
Let's talk about a couple of bonds that you like here, because one name that jumped out at me was Clorox. You know, I just had this conversation with Bob Dahl, right?
Yes.
I love the fact that this is an off the beaten track name, but it's a solid company.
Absolutely. Well, they're 42% off their all-time high. They have really great PE. It's really a low. And they have, you know, it's a consumer staple. They have over a 4% dividend. And so as we see kind of almost a, you know, potential global war escalation, you know, pandemics are a thing.